But yeah, so welcome. It's lovely to have everyone. And we're recording for Sonia. I think rather we have all our blocks and straps handy. So just have them. We will be using them on and off through the class. So we're still working a little bit with hips, more sort of a functional type of hip class today, just working on strengthening and stability in the hips as well. So a little bit different to what we did yesterday, if you were here, and a little bit different to what we did on Monday as well. So still focusing on hips and still focusing on letting go, which is our theme for the week. It's autumn, we let all go. Right, so just make sure you're comfortable. You can move around. If you need a block, please feel free to sit on one. Otherwise, just nice and comfy in cross legs. We'll roll the shoulders back and down, and you're welcome to just move head from side to side to release a little bit of tension. And then from there we can center heads, and you can bring hands into Jnana Mudra, index finger and thumb together, and just pull elbows a little back so the elbows are stacked underneath shoulders. Growing a little taller into the spine, lengthening up into the neck, relaxing into the shoulders as well. Blink a few times. Allow your gaze to soften, and if you're comfortable, you may close your eyes. And we'll just take a few moments to arrive here in studio, on your mat, and in your body. Allow yourself time to separate your thoughts from the rest of the day, turning your attention inwards. Just noticing the connection of your body with your mat, buttocks, legs, hands on legs, fingers touching. Noticing the chest moving with your breath. See if you can relax a little bit more and let belly rise with your breath. And allow belly to fall as you breathe out. We will be working with a longer exhale again today. It's allowing us to get rid of a little bit of fatigue, stale air, tension, frustrations. So we'll breathe in on your own count. Counting to 4, and breathe out, counting to 6. Just settle into the rhythm and keep going. And 2 more rounds. not rushing. When you've completed, just return to a natural belly breath. Allow shoulders to relax again. And just a little thought. Unknown author. Let go of the need to control the outcome. Trust the process. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Now when you're ready, you may release fingers and stretch hands. Wiggle the fingers a little. When you're ready, hands onto thighs. We'll bring chin a little closer to chest. Lengthen the neck. Blink a few times. Adjusting eyesight to light. And then when you're ready, you can lift your chin and we'll roll the shoulders back and down. Nice. So a little neck stretch. We'll take the right ear to the right shoulder. Just relax into the shoulders. Try to keep breathing evenly. You can bring right hand onto your head if you like. Add a little bit of weight. Try to keep relaxing the right shoulder. And then you're welcome to roll your chin to your armpit. Give yourself a few moments here. And then you may adjust and rotate your head and search for the stretch that suits you. And once you're happy, if you want more, left hand can reach out to the side. You can press fingers into the mat. Slowly let's release. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. When you're ready, left ear comes to left shoulder. Relax the shoulders. Slowly take left hand onto the head. Add a little bit of weight. Find a few moments to stretch. Relax. You can rotate chin to armpit again. Relax the left shoulder. And then again we can move the head and find which position suits you, this side. And once you're there, if you want more, you can stretch the right arm to the side, press fingers into the mat. Good. And slowly let's release. Nice. Let's lengthen up into the spine, roll the shoulders back. We'll hinge forward, keep buttocks on the mat. You can walk your hands forward today, arms nice and wide. Keep stretching forward, just breathe into your hips. Slow, deep breaths. Relax into your legs and your hips as much as possible. Just allow the stretch up the back of your spine. I just want to make sure my phone is on silent. It would be very awkward. From there you can slowly walk your hands over to the right side, just to where you feel a stretch into your left hip, keeping left hip down onto the floor. Relax the back, relax the neck, so you can lengthen the back of your neck if you can. Slowly back to center on your next inhale and all the way over to the left when you're ready. Keeping right side down, stretch into the right side of your body. Nice long breath and breathe. Again, lengthening into the back of the neck. And slowly back to center when you're ready. We'll take one long breath here. And then as we breathe out, slowly walk hands back to the legs. Nice, roll the shoulders back. Okay, then a little bit of dynamic side stretch. So we'll start with right hand next to the hip. Left arm reaches up and over. Breathing out as we stretch. We're going to roll forward all the way over. to the left, followed with the right hand, lifting up as we inhale, stretch to your left. And as we exhale, we're going to fold forward, rolling all the way to the other side. Inhale, lift the right arm. Oh, that's left, sorry. Exhale, fold forward, all the way to your left. Now we lift the right arm. Exhale down, all the way over to the right, lift your left arm. We're going to stay here and breathe. Relax into both the shoulders. You can rotate left shoulder back. You can stretch a little further. You can bend your right elbow, opening up. And one last time, we fold forward, all the way across, sweep the hands along, and inhale, lift up, left side. Stretch over to the left. You can walk left hand away. Open up the right shoulder just a tiny bit more. Nice. And inhale, we can lift up. Good. Let's bring the knees together. We'll come to all fours. I think today we can all work in the same direction. All easy. You don't have problems today. Right. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure your feet are not visible. We're going to lengthen into the spine and breathe in. Exhale, squeeze left hip and left shoulder together and look to the left. And when you breathe in, we come to center. And as you breathe out, squeeze right hip and right shoulder together and look to the right. Slow movements, 2 more. Breathe into center. Exhale to your left. Breathing into center. Exhale, squeeze to the right. Breathe into center. Last time, squeeze to the left. Come to center. And squeeze to the right. And we come to center. Good. Let's make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed and pulled away from the ears. We'll do 5 happy cats and angry cats. So lowering belly to the mat on the inhale. Lifting chin and tailbone up. Breathing out, tuck chin and tailbone under, round the spine. And just work with your breath, opening up with each inhale and rounding the spine with each exhale. So just release the pelvis, release the back. Feel the spine slowly articulate. Feel the belly muscles move. Try to use your belly button to pull up to the spine as you round your back. Good, and then neutral spine when you're done. Nice. Good. From here we're going to sit back to child pose, breathing in, arms forward. Breathing out, bring your hands to your ankles. Breathing in, we lift up onto the knees, come up and reach to the ceiling. Exhale to all fours. Inhale a happy cat. Exhale an angry cat. Inhale, stretch buttocks back to child pose. Exhale, hands to your ankles. Inhale, we lift up onto the knees, reach up. And exhale, all fours. Inhale, happy cat. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale, sit to child pose, last round. Hands to ankles, exhale. Inhale, lift up onto the knees, reach up. And exhale, onto all fours. Nice. Good. From there, let's just make sure we have hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to do a little bit of balance. So let's start with the right leg behind. Lift the foot up in line with your hip. Just make sure the toes point down to the mat to start. Right shoulder strong. When we balance, left arm reaches forward. Holding this for 2 breaths. Okay, I might have a problem. Right. From here, we're going to slowly, when you're ready, take your right foot to 90 degrees in line with your hip. And left arm out to the side, 90 degrees, legs are straight, press into the heel, little aeroplane. Good. Right, so left arm can come out to the side, there we go. Breathe, hold, And back to all fours. Okay. Right, adjusting arms, shoulders wide. When you're ready, left leg goes behind you, drop the hip, engage belly, shoulders strong. Right arm reaches forward, stretch into fingers. Hold it for another breath. Good. Right, and then we're going to swing left leg to 90 degrees in line with your hip, arm out in line with shoulder. Press the heel away, balance. Hold. And back to all fours. Nice. Good. Just adjust hands under shoulders, knees under hips, feet not visible. Let's tuck the toes, hands a little forward of shoulders, spread fingers wide, tuck toes, lift hips, chest comes towards the thighs for baby down dog. Let's broaden shoulders, knees are bent. Just adjust and make sure the feet are parallel to one another, and then we can walk in place. So one heel to the mat as you bend your opposite knee, or release ankles and calves. Keep pulling the shoulders back, down the back, ribs in, and hips still if you can. Nice. Good. And then we can hold it in our downward dog. Just stay for a breath or two. And breathe. Good. We're going to look forward and walk our feet forward. Coming down into a Tadasana. Into forward fold. Feet parallel. We're just going to make sure fingers are on the mat. Lifting the hips a tiny bit. Chest is broad. And then from there we're going to roll up and grab our blocks. Just slowly rolling up. Chin comes up last. And then all of us can just get our blocks. It was a little bad for me not to prepare today. So blocks in front of feet. Back into Tadasana, feet parallel. Spread toes. Shoulders back and down. Let's bring hands to hips. You're going to hinge forward with the back flat. So try to keep your chest broad, chin tucked, come forward, and then hands to blocks. Rolling shoulders back away from the ears, hands are under shoulders on your blocks, whatever level suits you. Lifting the hips nice and high. Flattening the back a little bit, so press that area between the shoulder blades down. Lifting the chest up. Nice. Good. Let's stay for another 2 breaths. Just breathe into back of legs. Ribs pulled in, shoulders broad. Good. Right, so if you feel you're comfy to lower your blocks, you may do that. Otherwise, just leave them at this level. Stay for 1 breath like this. And shift your weight a tiny bit forward into the feet, even if the legs are not straight. Good. And then we'll take our blocks and walk them over to the left pinky toe. Keep your knees and hips facing the toes. Good. And then we're going to come back all the way to center and all the way to the other side. Try to keep knees and hips facing the toes, not following your twist. Hold it. And then back to center. Good. From here, we're going to release the blocks and come to a flat back with hands on shins or fingers to the mat. Engage your thighs, lengthen your chest forward. We're going to bend the knees, and as we breathe in, we're going to lift up to chair pose. So we're going to bend our knees, stick the butt back, lift the arms, lift your chest, broaden your chest. Weight into your heels. Check that your knees are behind your toes. Check that the knees are not veering in or out. Just hold it for 2 breaths. Relax the shoulders. Relax the necks. Arms can be in line with shoulders or lifted up. Good. And we'll breathe in and stand up. You can release your arms. Give the legs a shake. Good. All right. So just make sure your blocks are out of your way for now. We'll use them again. So we are standing in Tadasana in the middle of your mats. Shoulders are back and down, just lengthen into the spine, extend into the fingers. You're going to lift the arms up. You're going to hold your right hand with your left, or right wrist with your left hand. So let's lengthen up. We're going to squeeze to the left. So slowly exhale and squeeze. Good. Relax those shoulders, pull the ribs in. Nice. Slowly let's lift up. We're going to swap hands, pull the shoulders down, lengthen up, breathe in, exhale, stretch to the side. Good. So we're working the hips a little differently to previous classes. Slowly let's breathe in. Nice. Release your arms, give your shoulders a good roll. Right, from there, hands to the heart. We're going to step or jump the feet wide. So nice and wide for warrior two. So if you want fingertips down, you can check edges of feet to line up with your hands or fingertips. Stretch into fingers. Let's roll shoulders back. So right foot goes to 90 degrees. Lining up heel with middle of left foot and turn left toes to your right side. Square the hips with the shoulders. Make sure we pull the shoulder blades down. We breathe out and bend right knee. And then if we need to adjust, either wiggle right foot forward or left foot back. Try to get the knee directly above the ankle. Squaring hips and shoulders again, and try to keep shoulders over the hips. Good. Engage the triceps. Looking over right hand. Try to stabilize your right knee. Bring it to the middle of your foot. And then a little bit of hip work if you can. Start to rotate left hip so the toe or the knee points to your big toe. And then watch what the other leg is doing. Yeah, lots of work. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Good. All right, if you can keep your legs still, try. We're going to go to reverse warrior. So left hand to thigh, right arm over your head. Try to keep the right knee bent and still. And reach to your left side. Open up. Breathe. You can look down or up or forward, whatever suits your neck today. Breathe. Opening up again to warrior two. We breathe in. We breathe out and glide to your right foot side angle. Right hand to the thigh. Left arm tips the shoulder and extends over your ear. Good. Rotating palm towards the floor if you can. Opening up the left shoulder. Good. Let's see if we can bring that left hip a little down, sinking a little deeper. There we go. Nice. And then if you want, you can extend arm towards leg or thigh or hover. Good. Lots of work. Yeah, cramp. Inhale, let's lift up. Sorry, warrior two. One more breath. Nice. Hands on the hips. We straighten the legs. Turn your toes forward. We're going to wiggle the feet just a tiny bit in. Heels in, toes out. When you're ready, we sink into goddess pose with the knees out. Try to stack hips and shoulders, arms in cactus arms. Spread your fingers, elbows lined up with shoulders and a little back so we open the chest. Good, breathe. Nice. And slowly hands to the thighs, we're going to twist. So stick the buttocks back, chest forward, tuck your tailbone. Neck's long. We breathe out, twist to your right. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Doesn't really matter which side first. Just breathe into the shoulder, breathe into that spine. Hold it. Center as we breathe in, all the way over to the other side. Exhale, twist, relax your necks, shoulders broad. Slowly to center, straightening legs, hands on hips. We're going to wiggle the feet a little wider again. Right, when we arms out, left foot to 90 degrees. Right heel a little over to the left, so to the right, left, toes to the left. Hips and shoulders square, exhale, bend knee. And again, adjust. If you need to wiggle the foot a little forward, knee directly above ankle. Rotate chest and shoulders to face the front of me or the front of your mat. Shoulders back and down, extend into your fingers. Necks relax, you can look over the front arm. Stabilize your right knee or left knee, move the knee so it faces the middle of foot. And then right hip, if you can start to rotate out, knee towards toe. And then watch that left knee hasn't veered back in. Good. Concentration. Hold it. Good. Let's see if we can keep the legs as they are. Right hand to thigh, left arm up and over. Left knee stays bent as we stretch to the right. Good. Reverse or dancing warrior. You may look to your foot or up at the sky. Breathe. Inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, glide to your left. Left hand to thigh. Right arm tip, shoulder over ear. Rotate right shoulder slightly back. Good. And again, see if we can bring that right hip a tiny bit down. Good. And then if you want, you can extend left arm. You can hold thigh or just hover. Or rest arm onto leg. Hold for a breath. And inhale, warrior 2. 1 breath. Good. Hands to heart. Straighten the feet. You can step or jump together. Shake the legs. Whew. Right, how are we feeling? Workout. Okay. Right, so we're going to do a little bit of sequence. So yesterday we did some 3-leg dogs and scorpion tails. We're going to reverse a little bit of that. Crescent moons, a lunge, a lizard, all of it. So have blocks handy and we'll play. So Tadasana, front of mat, feet parallel, toes spread, shoulders back and down. Extend into the fingertips, grow tall. We'll breathe in and lift the arms up. As we breathe out, soften the knees. Exhale, lift your chest up, volcano. Come to center, breathe in. Swan dive, exhale, come to forward fold. Tucking in. A flat back as we breathe in. Fold again. Fingers to the floor, step to downward dog. Ease your heels down to the mat. Broaden the shoulders, lift your hips nice and high. Good. From here we're going to take the weight to the left foot, right foot lifts up for 3-leg dog. External rotation in the hip so the toes come out to the side, to your right. Lift your foot nice and high. If you want more, you can bend your knee and bring your heel towards your opposite buttock and knee to ceiling. 1 more breath. Try to keep both arms straight. The left arm wants to bend. We're going to square the hips again, straighten the leg. 3-leg dog. From here, little challenge. We're going to slowly bring your knee into your chest and then all the way over into lunge. Wiggle the foot far forward or bring it forward. Right ankle underneath knee once we're here. Onto fingertips. So for the twist, if you need a block, you're welcome to have a block under left hand. Otherwise, left hand to floor, under the shoulder, right hand low back. Exhale, we twist. Lifting the shoulder arm up if shoulder's okay. And make sure we stabilize the left or the right knee. So bring the knee towards the middle of your foot. Hold for another breath. And exhale, hands down. We're going to lower the back knee, flatten foot. Making sure we stabilize the front leg. Today, hands to knees, lift the shoulders up. Engage your belly. Press firmly down with both your feet. Interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulder blades in and pull your hands below the butt. Inhale, we lift and look up. Good. Slowly release your hands back to the mat. We're going to step right hand to inside of right foot. Wiggle the foot to the edge of your mat. And now if you need blocks here, you're welcome to have blocks under your hands to start. Otherwise, we start with hands on the floor. So relax into the left thigh. Breathe into the hip flexor. Try to keep hugging your right knee to your shoulder just for a few breaths. Chest broad. Good. We're going to twist again in this lizard. So roll to the edge of your right foot. Right knee goes out to the side. And today we're going to bring right hand onto the knee. Lift your right shoulder and twist. Hold. So hip flexor gets a bit of a workout. Breathe. Slowly come back down. Exhale, hand to the mat, hug your knee in. If you feel you can lower, for me it's maybe a bit of a challenge, you can bring your blocks and you can lower elbows to blocks or straight to the floor. See how you feel. The blocks can be at whatever height. Keep the chest broad, keep the back flat, breathe into your thigh. Hold it. Try not to clench the jaw and breathe. Hold it. Okay, one more breath. And slowly let's release. Hands to the mat, release your blocks, that they're out of your way. It's actually easier just to get to down dog with the foot where it is. We're going to tuck back toes, lift the knee, and then swing your right foot back to down dog and just walk it out. Good, just give the legs a bit of a TLC. Okay, and then we can straighten the legs, push heels a little closer to the floor as we broaden the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades towards one another, lengthen your spine. When you're ready, we do all of it to the left. So left foot floats up for 3-leg dog. Start with the toes pointing to the floor. Then we externally rotate in the hip, turn the toes to the left, lift your foot nice and high. Both arms stay straight. And then if you have the flexibility and you're okay this morning, bend your left knee to ceiling and ankle towards buttocks. So rotate a little more in the hip and try to keep both the arms straight. That right arm wants to bend as we go into our twist. Hold it. And then we can straighten the legs, square the hips, toes point down. Then we'll hug the knee in, come to the lunge, bring your foot forward and wiggle, drag until it's there. Okay, right. Onto fingertips, we straighten up into the spine, we twist. Right hand under shoulder, left hand to low back. Exhale, twist. Lift the shoulder. If the arm is okay, you can reach all the way up to the ceiling. Stabilize the knee, make sure it points to the middle of your foot. And breathe. Good. Slowly breathe out, bring the hand down, we lower the back knee, flatten the foot, stabilize, press both the feet into the mat, hands to knees, shoulders up, chest broad. We're going to interlace fingers behind, pull the hands below the buttocks, roll the shoulder blades in, lengthen up, and if you're okay, you can look up at the ceiling and hold it. Try to balance, press your feet down, pull your belly in. And we breathe out, hands to the mat. Left hand steps to inside of left foot. Wiggle your foot to the edge of your mat. Start with your hands under your shoulders. So just to adjust first. Lengthen the spine. Roll the shoulders back. You may notice a difference in these two sides. Hug your left knee to your shoulder as best you can. Breathe. Good, and then we're going to twist again. So we roll to the edge of left foot, left knee out to the side, and then you can take left hand to the knee, lift the shoulder, twist. Good. Quite a workout for the right hip flexor and quad. Breathe. Slowly, let's bring hand down, roll onto the top of the ball of your foot. And then we're going to lower down. So if you used your blocks on the other side, feel free to do that again. Whatever height suits, elbows onto the blocks or forearms, lengthening the chest forward. Try to flatten between the shoulders and lengthen forward. So if you can, look forward ahead of your mat and not down between the hands. Good, and breathe. Watch your jaw, try not to clench or frown. Hug the knee to the shoulder. I know. Slowly, let's release the hands. You can take the blocks out of your way. Okay, we're going to leave the hands on the inside. It's just a little easier. Tuck back toes, lift the knees, step to down dog. You can walk out, pedal in place. Good. And then from there we'll lift nice and high to tippy toe. Tighten the kneecaps and thighs. Ease heels down. Stay for 2 breaths. Let the head hang, broaden the shoulders. And then we can come into a nice wide-legged child pose. So knees to the edges of the mat, big toes together, buttocks to heels, and walk your hands forward, flatten the body. You can rest your hands next to your hips if that is more comfy for you. Just relax. Good. Right, and slowly let's lift up and walk our hands back to the legs. Then you can swing and face forward. We're going to sit with the legs nice and wide. Sorry, Leo, you got the one today. Right, so once we're here, just make sure we're nice and comfortable. Removing trapped skin, and then we'll fold the left leg in. Okay, and we sit tall. So we're going to twist to the bent knee and fold sideways. So interlace hands behind your back. Keep the belly pulled in as we breathe out, twist to your left knee. Okay. And then like a triangle pose, we're going to glide, bring your right elbow towards your right leg. Release your arm and hold your right leg. So you can release the right arm, collect, yep. And then left arm we're going to tuck behind the back today. So let's open up that left shoulder. Let's lengthen and slowly ease into your pose. So a bit of a side bend, bit of a twist. Keep the neck relaxed. You're welcome to look down if the neck is straining, or otherwise you can rotate your head up. Try to lengthen the side of your body on the right, rolling the left shoulder back. Good. So again, very much the side of the hips today that we're working in. Good. Slowly let's lift up, and we'll do other side. So left leg out, right foot folds in, sitting tall, shoulders back. Let's remove some trapped skin, flex your left toes to the ceiling, interlace fingers. Exhale, we twist to the right knee. Other way. No way, yes. Then we glide, left hand or left elbow comes towards left leg. And then we can release the arm and hold the left leg. Right arm tuck behind your back, open the shoulder. Good. Nice. So again, like we did in side angle, we want to rotate a little, lift the shoulder back, stretch the side of the body, keep engaging your left thigh. Make sure the toes point up at the ceiling. Good. Relax necks. Can rotate your head down if it's more comfy. Hold. Slowly we're going to roll up, release the shoulders, extend your legs in front of you, give them a shake. Okay, right, from here bound angle pose, soles of feet together. Let the knees relax out to the side as we lift the chest. We'll stay here for 3 breaths, just opening up into groins, growing nice and tall. Relax the shoulders, relax the necks. Good. And from here we're going to hinge forward. So bring your chest towards your legs or your feet, elbows into knees. First, we just lift the chest up. So try to keep the back long. Reach beyond your toes. Good. Pull the shoulders back. Breathe. And then we'll take the hands around the toes, interlace your fingers, slide your arms in front of your legs and round your back. Let your head droop forward. Just allow the back muscles to stretch. There's still a stretch into the hips, but the back also gets a stretch now. Just relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Breathe. And slowly we're going to roll up. You can bring your knees together, straighten out the legs, give them a shake. And then we can roll onto our backs. So you can swing your legs around, face the short edge of the mat, make sure you're in the middle of your mats. And then once you're there, just step your feet in. We'll do a bridge first. It's a little bit of a balancing bridge. So let's bring the feet nice and close towards the hips or buttocks. Knees point straight up, they're parallel to one another. Arms next to the body. Shoulders broad. We're going to keep looking up. Press into your heels. Lift your hips to the ceiling. Good. Now we're going to stabilize. Pull your belly in. Shift the weight to the left foot. Lift your right foot off the floor and stretch it to the ceiling. And hold it. Breathe. Slowly, let's bring the foot back down to the floor. We lift the hips nice and high again into our bridge. Stabilize, shoulders broad. Shift the weight to your right foot. Tighten the belly. Float the left foot up. Straighten the leg to the ceiling. Hold. Slowly, let's bring the leg back down. Both feet to the floor. Lift your hips high. If you want, interlace fingers underneath you. Press the sides of your arms down. Walk the arms in underneath the shoulders or shoulders underneath the back. Lift the hips high. Stabilize knees. Breathe. Great. And then we can release the arms. Hands wider than the hips. Rolling onto the back again until you're flat. Stay for a breath. And then you may hug your knees to your chest and you can rock from side to side. Okay, so we'll do a figure 4. So it's similar to the pigeon pose. We're just on our backs. So feet on the floor, knees parallel. You're going to take your right foot to your left knee and make a figure 4 with your knee. So push the knee away from you. Right. Once we're here, if you're comfy, you can bring left foot up, shin parallel to the mat. You can either thread through and hold the back of the left leg, interlace, or you can hold one hand on your knee and one hand behind the thigh. So just feel what's good for you. So we are working to move right knee away from our body and left knee closer in. So stretching into that right hip. Just be kind to your body, not forcing it. Relax your hips if you can. Try to keep the low back on the floor. And then from there, if you want a little bit more, we can straighten the left leg and stretch the hamstring. So then you can again hold behind the leg. Keep moving right knee away from you though. Keep shoulders relaxed. Just pull the leg a little bit closer in. Good. And breathe. Slowly, let's lower the foot to the mat. Release your right leg. Both feet on the mat, just adjust the back if you need to. And then left foot onto right knee. Move left knee away. Once you've settled in, you can float the right foot up, shin parallel to the mat. You can hold back of thigh, you can hold left hand to left knee, right hand behind thigh, whatever works for you. Relaxing shoulders and necks, and slowly bring right knee closer in as you move left knee further away. And breathe. When you're ready, you can straighten your right leg again. Give hamstring a little stretch, holding back of thigh. Keep moving left knee away as you bring right leg closer in. Relax the shoulders. And then we'll bend the knee, take the foot to the floor, release your right leg. This time we can give the body a stretch, so straighten out the legs. Arms over the head, reach into fingertips and toes. Give your body a stretch. If you want, you can arch your belly to the ceiling. Good, and then we'll end off with eagle legs twist. So we'll step the feet in, arms as wide as the shoulders, knees bent, or arms in line with the shoulders. Breathing in, right leg lifts up to the ceiling, cross over the right. Where are we? The right leg over left, yes, okay. Slowly let's twist to your left. Relax the shoulders, relax your low back, relax your necks. Try not to hold tension. Just allow the body to ease. Give some TLC to the lower back. Different stretch into the hip. Can roll your head to the right, away from the knees. And then slowly let's roll head back to center. We're going to roll onto the back, unravel the legs, shuffle the back around. And when you're ready, take left leg to ceiling, cross over right, tuck toes if you want, and then knees to the right side. Relax the shoulders. You can roll your head away from the knees to the left. Try to not keep tension in the neck as well, so just let it all relax. Relax left hip, ease your back. Slowly let's roll heads to center, roll onto the back, unravel the legs. You can step your feet wide, knees still bent, just move knees from side to side, release your back. Good. Right, and then we can settle in for Shavasana. So if you want something warmer, feel free to pop something on. Otherwise, we can just settle on our backs. Make sure we're comfortable. You can bring your knees together if back is tired, knees bent, or if you prefer, legs straight, feet at the corners of the mats and the toes to flop. Arms either next to you. You can turn palms up or down or hands on the bellies. Tucking chin a little closer to the chest, neck long. Move the shoulders a little, move the hips a little. Make sure you're comfortable. Slowly lengthen your breath. Just breathe into the belly again. You can sigh on your breath out. Just release any tension we've created. 2 more. Nice deep breath into the belly. Sigh as you breathe out. 1 more. Nice deep breath. And sigh. And then just return to a slow and easy breath. So we will use our mantra, let go, just for a few rounds. So breathing in, on each exhale, silently repeat the phrase, let go. Just carry on. And now slowly release your mantra. Just return to a gentle breath and allow your body to relax. Just let your heels and your legs sink into the mat. Allow the buttocks to relax into the mat. Relax the spine all the way from tailbone to back of head. Relax between shoulder blades, middle back, and lower back. Allow belly to relax, chest muscles to relax, and shoulders melt into the mat. Just breathe all the way down your arms, relax. Relax back of head, neck, throat, and relax our face. Just make sure the jaws are relaxed. Relax around the mouth, around your eyes. Relax your forehead. Nice long breath out and allow yourself to relax completely. Just let go. Gently deepen breath again. Breathing all the way down to the belly and back out. Just follow the breath. Slowly returning to your body. Become aware of the mat beneath you, all the sounds around you, and the space and the room around you. You may start to wiggle the toes and move the fingers. Rub the tip of your thumb over the tips of each of the fingers, gently waking the muscles. And when you are ready, you may give yourself a stretch. You can reach arms overhead or out to the side. Stretch into fingertips and toes as you breathe in. Sigh as you breathe out. 2 more. Nice long stretch. Breathe in. And sigh. And a last stretch. Breathing in. And sigh. And then you can slowly bring your knees in, either bending knees with feet on the floor, sweep knees from side to side, or hug knees all the way in and rock from side to side. So to close, an affirmation for us. I release all that weighs heavy. I let go with each breath. My heart opens to the flow of love and support around me. Guys, when you're ready, you may slowly make your way to the right side, resting head onto arm. Blink a few times once you're here, just checking in with yourself. How are you feeling? And once you've adjusted eyesight to light, you're welcome to lift yourself up and sit in any position that's comfortable. Or stay lying down. Sit nice and tall. We roll the shoulders back, arms out. Breathing in, lift the arms, connect the palms. And slowly as you breathe out, hands to heart. Chin slowly to chest, acknowledging the beautiful light that is you. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Quite a workout.